Home Hospice Association serves the dying and those who love them by developing chapters in communities across the country. An HHA community can be defined as a social group of any size where members reside in a specific geographic area or are united by common social, cultural, or spiritual heritage and interests. It begins with leadership, bringing passionate members of a community together within our national infrastructure. They bring their knowledge, connections, and passion to get the job done. One of the key roles of the chapter leadership is to foster relationships with existing agencies that recognize the need to increase their care of the dying. HHA partners with agencies in a community and is a trustworthy partner coming to the table with compassionate caregiving volunteers, intellectual property, and sweat equity to ensure chapter and partnership success. The primary goal of a chapter is to identify the gaps in end-of-life care in their community, remembering that we define community as social, spiritual, cultural, or geographical, and to work to fill those gaps using HHA's mission statement as the guiding principle. In order to ease the suffering of the dying and those who love them, we believe in and are committed to providing quality end-of-life care in a holistic, culturally sensitive manner, normalizing death through education to professionals, children, families, and communities, supporting the dying, their loved ones, and those who care for them in grief and bereavement. How exactly do we do this? Some of the key chapter activities are establishing, growing, and engaging the volunteer team or talent base by filling the organizational chart positions for each chapter with ongoing recruitment at the local level, hosting certificate presentations and volunteer get-togethers, supporting HHA's communication plan, some components of which are social media and blog posts and the monthly volunteer newsletter, hosting practice session events for death and infant and pregnancy loss doulas, and conducting local target marketing campaigns for volunteer recruitment and engagement with post-secondary education organizations and major corporations. Chapter team structure: who is or will be our talent base in each chapter? We are organized in 3 categories. Number 1, leadership. Our interconnected model of chapter engagement works both at the national level, collaborating with the leadership members in other communities performing their same role, and at the local level, focusing on bringing common plans and activities to the local team leadership. Number 2, task specialists. The easiest way to define a task specialist is as a person who jumps in and works on one activity to completion and then breaks until the task is needed again. They may work on tasks related to things such as research, business writing, presentation design, marketing, etc. Number 3, compassionate caregivers. We look for those who are both willing and committed to building the capacity of the program they are involved in as a compassionate caregiver, as well as supporting the needs of our partners by helping to perform their compassionate caregiving duties as needed with our agency partners, and of course, responding to the needs of those community members who reach out directly to HHA for help. Often proof of concept is necessary to finalize a working relationship with a new partner. Our compassionate caregivers are key to our ability to meet this need. Mobilize a community outreach plan by working with our death education and Candy Cafe program teams, building relationships with public libraries and host partners for deaf cafes, giving presentations to professional, service, and social groups, holding industry information events such as IPLD and the Funeral Director, the HHA Death Doula Movement, the Vet Clinic Lunch and Learn presentation for the Bellow Project, and the Forgotten Responder Workshop Series. Establish community and agency partnerships. Companies such as Google provide invaluable support financially and with volunteer human resource support, both of which stay in the community, providing capacity building to meet local needs. Agency partners are either currently providing palliative care or are those who recognize their client base includes dying members of the community and those who love them. Both of these are very important relationships to build. We provide resources and expertise to build both types of relationships. When it comes to partners such as Google, we take a business approach, focusing on what return on investment is of most value to them. We want to be seen and known as a responsive charity that is committed to ensuring a mutually beneficial relationship. Some agency partners also require efforts that are best described as sweat equity. Beyond providing a turnkey package for one of our 7 core HHA programs, we offer our compassionate caregiving training and debriefing support as a first line of relationship. We also commit to rolling up our own sleeves and mobilizing local HHA compassionate caregivers to help get an HHA program off of the ground. Working with our Death Doula Certificate program, we are also able to offer Death Doula candidates to provide them with support as part of their educational journey. Marketing to generate funds and awareness. People don't know about organizations such as HHA or the services they provide until they really need to know, when a situation reaches a level of urgency. Our work helps to prevent 911 from being called, which means we need to be proactive in our awareness efforts. Increasing awareness also ensures the financial sustainability of our chapters. This is why every marketing campaign is designed to generate funds and awareness. Picasso Studio is a great example of one of the campaigns you will find in every chapter's marketing plan. Ensuring that the Moonlit Memory Walk is a success in the chapter. The Moonlit Memory Walk is a significant part of the fabric of Home Hospice Association. It is a fundraising event with an intentional theme, remembering that they lived, not how they died. No one wants to be known by their diagnosis in life. The Moonlit Memory Walk ensures they are not remembered as their diagnosis in death. It begins with a national planning team who focus on the elements of event planning that will benefit each walk location and supports the event planning transition to the chapter, which adds the local flavor to enhance the event experience. 2 of the 4 domains of care an HHA Death Doula provides are threaded throughout the event: legacy and grief. This inclusive event raises funds through participants seeking in memoriam donations in memory of their loved one and growing their legacy. A setting of collective healing through memorial services, ceremonial candle lighting, and tribute presentations help each participant experience healthy grieving. Often those who have experienced pregnancy loss, the loss of a pet, or the loss of a loved one through a stigmatized way such as suicide or overdose, have not had a chance to honor their grief publicly. The Moonlit Memory Walk offers a much needed space to share for all.